lights on the BMW motorcycle here, the G310R, are LED, including, like I showed you earlier, the LED DRL, the LED indicators at the back and at the front and at the back, along with this LED tail lamp as well. You've got a BMW embossing that continues to be here. This fender is also changed a bit, and yeah, that's it. Hi guys, welcome to ThrustZone.com. This is Mohit Soni, and right in front of you is the BS6 version and the facelifted version of the BMW G310R. Yes, we finally spent some time with the motorcycle and we can tell you what the changes are and what you should expect from this refreshed bike. BMW is claiming a lot of significant changes, be it the customer experience, the service cost, the riding experience, and the other changes that it's gone through in detail. So let's begin with the design. It looks fantastic in this white and blue scheme. It's just a maroon color away from being an M motorcycle, but nevertheless it looks fantastic with the golden forks. What has changed here is the new BMW LED DRL that you can see here. It looks really good. It's got this smoked effect going on, really great. It has a lot of attention to detail, as the R sign here for the R bike. Got a R badge here as well, the lovely looking golden forks, and on this bike you can see an engine guard has been fitted as well. You get these aluminum pegs, and the exhaust design is the same, the alloy design is the same, the tire design is, pattern design is also the same. So is the LED tail lamp at the back, and these are the seats. They also remain the same. The paint scheme just makes it look really more refreshing, despite most of the panels have been carried over from the previous version. That's the new switch gear. You get an addition of the adjustable levers along with for the clutch as well, and the new switch gear which controls how you do it when it comes to lighting. So this is on DRL mode right now, as you can see, but if I change it to this, it goes into low beam, then it goes into low and high beam both. So that does provide a lot of illumination on the road, but we think it could be even more better. Coming back to the other things, this is the meter. It continues to be the same. It can be handled from this button here. As you can see the auto trip meters, engine temperature, along with the range and consumption, along with speed, average speed, date, and you can go into setup as well. That is the whole bike. It continues to have a trellis frame and same fiber brakes, and overall I think it looks really good, really impressive. It has that typical BMW look, stance, despite it's the smallest bike the motorcycle manufacturer makes, and quality, fit, finish, everything is top notch. Indeed, that's the one of the many reasons why this motorcycle appeals to a lot of people, because it looks a very high quality motorcycle, and with the recent price revision it has made it even more impressive. So what is the BMW G310R like to ride? Well, let's begin with the engine part, because very little has changed. The BS6 engine is now much more linear and smoother than before, and it has always been the same, but it's now become even better when it comes to the way the power is delivered and how docile the engine is. At the same time, it's a very progressive engine. It just keeps on making power in the low end and mid range very easily. So pulling from traffic lights, low end and mid range is really good. So overtaking power is excellent, and overall a very tractable engine with a bit of a lack on the top end part, as always. It does pull till 100-120. After that it becomes stress, and pushing forward towards a very high speed, top speed mark also becomes a bit more stressful affair. Of course it can do 140-150 kilometers an hour, but it wasn't very friendly while doing so, so we don't recommend doing that. The other peers of the BMW G310R feel much more better in that aspect. But if you want a city bike that's very docile, very easy to manage with a very light clutch, it's great. The gearbox is smooth most of the time, and just like the previous version, this gearbox also feels a bit notchy at times, but only at times, not all the time. So I guess this is something you'll get used to very quickly. And the engine, like I said, very tractable, very it's quite efficient as well. It can deliver between 24 to 32 kilometers to the liter. Something between 24-28 you'll get in the city, and 32 kilometers you can get on the highway with this engine. But what has changed is the soundtrack of this engine. It has become slightly more louder than before, and the soundtrack, the intake and the exhaust note is not very pleasant. Not everybody is going to like it. Even with time, it's going to take a bit of getting used to with this power band, and because you will be revving it quite a lot, so you'll be hearing it quite a lot. And that's what that is one of those sore points with the BMW G310R. The engine could have been better in many ways, but at the same time, it is something that newbies will really appreciate, because newbies will also really appreciate how light the motorcycle feels at all times, how stable and confident it feels all the time, because the chassis is downright brilliant. It is a very confidence inspiring motorcycle, be it in the corners, taking twisties, doing high speed runs, maintaining high speeds on the highway for those long journeys. It can do it all, because it's also got great ride quality at low to medium speeds. Of course, there is the underlying stiffness, and it's a quite bit, but at the same time, it's got a ride quality which is acceptable by most standards. You can, of course, lower the preload, make it even better. The seat height will also go down a bit, and that will make things easier. Again, because it will make even things even better for shorter riders. So that's where the BMW G310R helps. It makes life easier. It makes life more, tractable while riding in the city or on the highway. There's very little stress on you while enjoying this motorcycle, be it slow speed or high speed, because the confidence is there at high speed. At slow speed, it's very nimble. In the corners, it's very agile and stable. At the same time, it's got good brakes. Could have been better in terms of progression as well as initial bite, but I think that's about it. There's nothing really sporty about the braking. It does the job really well. The Michelin tires, like we've said earlier, takes some time getting used to. They take some time getting. They also take some time getting get to the optimal temperature, is what I mean to say. They say take some time to do higher temperatures, and that once that happens, then the tires really make sense. The Michelin tires are also known for their longevity, so the tires also work really well. In that aspect, they should last longer, and the wet grip is also quite good. We've tested that in many ways personally as well on our motorcycle, so we know for a fact that these tires are really good. I think that's what the BMW G310R is all about. It is a very good looking motorcycle. It's got a good amount of kit. It's got great chassis, great suspension, good brakes, engine which is docile but could have been better in other aspects. But you're getting a motorcycle that is very easy to ride. It's your entry level ticket into the 300cc segment, and something that everybody will love, because it's a BMW. It garners attention. You will love the BMW experience. BMW saying the service is now much cheaper than before, so that should help its case even further. And pricing, which is being lowered than before, just makes the whole package really interesting, and you should definitely look for a motorcycle. If you are looking for a motorcycle in this category, you should definitely look out for the BMW G310R. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like it, share it, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on Instagram and our website for everyday updates. Until then, goodbye.